If you don't know what your inventory turnover rate is, your restaurant could be losing thousands of dollars each and every month. So in this video, I'm gonna help you fix that by walking you through what inventory turnover is, how to calculate it, why low inventory turnover is costing you money, why high turnover boosts your profits, and how to dial in your inventory turnover so you can put more money in the bank. Once you understand this process, I guarantee you're gonna feel more comfortable about managing your inventory and you'll make more money. All right, how y'all doing? Dave Allred, the Real Barman here from barpatrol.net. And if you have no idea who I am, I have spent more than 30 years in the bar industry and I have worked with hundreds of bars and I have counted thousands of inventories myself, helping them increase their profits. And I'm gonna help you right now too. Okay, you can visit us at barpatrol.net for the #1 bar inventory app and software for independent bars and restaurant owners. All right, so what is inventory turnover? Inventory turnover is a measure of how quickly you sell through your inventory over a specific period of time. In other words, it tells you how often you're turning over the stock that you bought. A high turnover rate means you're selling your products efficiently. A low turnover rate means bottles are just sitting there tying up cash and collecting dust. All right, here's how you calculate inventory turnover without having a finance degree. All right, here's the basic formula. Inventory turnover equals cost of goods sold, your COGS lingo, divided by your average sitting inventory. For example, let's say that your COGS last month, your cost of goods sold was $12,000. And let's say that your beginning inventory count was $6,000 and your ending inventory count was $4,000. We're gonna keep the numbers simple. If you add those two together and divide by 2, that means your average sitting inventory is $5,000. Now we divide your COGS by your average sitting inventory and you get 2.4. You turned over your inventory 2.4 times that month, meaning you went through your inventory once. You went through your inventory again, and then you went through it 4/10 again. Does that make sense? Okay, good. In just a minute, I will tell you what a good turnover rate is and what a bad turnover rate is for both the bar and your food. Now, let's talk about why low inventory turnover is costing you money. Here's what a low turnover rate really means. You're over ordering, which ties up cash you could be using elsewhere. You have liquor and food sitting on your shelves, risking spoilage, theft, even evaporation. Your bar is cluttered and unorganized with unnecessary product. Okay, you're not operating lean and profitable. You're bloated. Okay, even worse, your money is literally sitting on the shelf instead of working for you. Okay, here's why a high turnover rate boosts your profits. A higher turnover rate generally means you're ordering just what you need, not too much, not too little. Okay, you're keeping products moving and sales flowing. Your cash flow is healthy. You can invest more in marketing and staffing or new revenue streams. Plus, it helps you spot dead stock on your shelves so you can eliminate slow-moving products and focus on what actually sells. Okay, nobody needs 2 cases of Southern Comfort Cherry in their liquor room. All right, what's a good inventory turnover ratio? Well, for the bar, it should be between 2 and 3 times per month. Okay, 4 times is fine also, but if you're turning your inventory over like 1.5 or less than 1 time per month, you need to be thrown into a pool of sharks along with a bucket of blood. Yep. Okay, maybe that's a bit harsh, but you get the point. All right, for food, you need to turn it over even more because there's a lot more risk of spoilage. All right, so you should be turning your food inventory over 4 to 8 times per month. And you can see here how the numbers magically improve when you improve your inventory turnover. In this example, inventory turnover was averaging 1.5 per month, but this place improved it to 3 to 4 times per month. The bar and food cost percentage was at 30% overall. Now it drops to 24%. Waste and spillage at 8%. That drops all the way down to 3%. That's huge. Cash tied up in inventory, $10,000. That drops to $5,000. And this is just an example, but it's a real example of what happens when you improve your inventory turnover. Okay, so then how do we improve our inventory turnover? Well, we turn it over as much as possible without having it consume too much of our time, which means we need to systemize. So this is a 5-step system that you can use. Okay, number one, track your inventory consistently. Weekly is perfect, especially if you do it on the same day every week, which is I highly suggest. That way you can do your ordering because you will have an accurate inventory count. Number two, analyze usage trends to avoid over ordering, especially unnecessary stuff. And by determining your usage for each product, you're able to, number three, set your par levels based on actual usage and not your gut feeling. Okay, your gut is wrong. All right, and I have a video for how to set your pars right up here if you want to check that out. All right, number four, eliminate slow sellers and stick to top performing products. This is going to free up your liquor room and it's going to make your bartender so happy because they don't have to go search around in a disheveled room anymore. Okay, not to mention the person or persons counting your inventory. Okay, it means there's going to be less to count. All right, and then number five, use an inventory app and software to automate tracking and reporting. This is mega important if you value your time and you want to accurately track your inventory as well as your overpours that your bartenders are putting you in debt for. Okay, again, check us out at barpatrol.net. We have the most affordable inventory app on the market, only $49 per month. It cuts your inventory time in half, tracks usage and cost of goods. You can view your variance reports and product performance, set pars and reorder points to manage your entire stock with ease. And we have this super sleek and sexy Bluetooth scale so you can weigh your bottles and track your bartender pours down to the 1/100th of an ounce. All right, and the point is, if you don't know your inventory turnover rate, you're flying blind. And in the bar business, flying blind usually ends with you crashing and burning into a stack of unpaid invoices and expired kegs. So trust me here. Okay, start tracking your turnover, monitor your variance, optimize your ordering, and watch how quickly things turn around. All right, check out this video here for more inventory management mastery. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm going to see you next time. I'm out.